Hey guys, welcome to Hope Through Darkness. My name's Josh. I just wanted to reach out and let you guys know something that's been troubling me for the past week or so. Now, I know some of you have seen that I have posted a new blog about anger. Um, it was about how anger can fester inside you, how it can build up, how if you don't release your emotions on a daily basis, it can bubble up and explode. That feeling can be completely overwhelming. It completely dynamic and destructive. In that blog, I attempted to relay some coping mechanisms and some coping skills for those who suffered it. Um, I also pointed out that anger is a healthy emotion, and we're all allowed to feel our emotions. That's something that we're allowed to do. But we cannot allow our emotions to take over ourselves. That becomes a very dangerous situation. And anger can be addicting. It can be chronic, uncontrollable anger that has serious consequences to our daily lives, to our freedom, to our safety, to our loved ones, to our relationships, to our friends, family, to our jobs. Anger can overcome any other emotion. Pain, for instance. It is so much easier to feel anger than it is to feel pain. So, a lot of people who are walking around angry all the time are really just hurting inside. And that can be from a number of different reasons. And anger can also be addicting. It's a defense mechanism, but if it's used the wrong way, it asserts a sort of power in you, a power over somebody else. So, the dominance effect of anger, when you have somebody who responds to your anger and is scared, that can become a feeling inside that you are almost superhuman, which is it's a dangerous way to live. It puts yourself and others at extreme risks. Now, that's not really the point why I'm making this video at 4 o'clock in the morning right now. The point of this video is this. Right after I posted that video, or rather that blog with a video link to it, I had a comment after comment after comment after comment, and I started reading. And each of these comments basically said the same thing. They were all from affiliate links from a supplement that was some kind of herbal remedy. I'm not sure what it was. It was radish and beets and tomato juice in a pill. And each of these comments were relatively similar on these posts. So the first thing I did was I responded to each one. And I said, if this is true, if this is something that you feel, please let's set up a podcast. Let's set up a day and time where we can discuss it, because if it helps you, it may help somebody else. But I really have a feeling that you have no idea what you're talking about, and you're doing more damage than good. And greed is essentially making you affect other people's lives in a negative way. If this was truly the miracle medication that is to help with anger and depression and bipolar, there was this one post, like I said, they were very similar. It was, I was dealing with PTSD, trauma for over 20 years, insomnia, um, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, gastroenteritis, acne, baldness, uh, just the list went on. and I took this magic pill for a week and everything went away and I've never been so happy in my life. And then the second version of this post was my husband was away in the military for 20 years and I had to suffer watching him deal with his PTSD and trauma and going on and on and on, and anxiety. It said the same thing: anxiety, depression, bipolar, acne, male pattern baldness, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, smelly feet, whatever it is that they wanted to say. It was just absolutely insanity. And I called them out on it. And I told them, you have 24 hours to respond to me, or else I'm taking this down. And I'm blocking you from my site because you are doing more damage than you can ever imagine. I doubt anybody who posted that has any idea what they were doing. Mental health is something that cannot be treated with an over the counter supplement. It's barely being able to be treated with the medication that we have today. And people suffer. People are scared. If you don't have somebody who has a mental illness in their life, if you don't experience it yourself, you have no idea how devastating, how life altering it could be. People will never be the same. They wake up one day and everything has changed. And it is the most scary version of life that you can ever imagine. Now, there's also a tendency of people suffering, let's say, bipolar in a manic state, grasping onto things, having these thoughts, these residual thoughts of, well, I can cure myself. And they'll stay awake for 4 days taking a supplement that they bought offline for $30 and, put what, $15 in your pocket, thinking they're getting better, but they're getting worse. They're doing damage to themselves. They're putting themselves at risk. They're putting others at risk. And this is something I take extremely serious. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been on my website, and I'm sure you've noticed that I have a shops page there. I have a shops tab there. I have a TikTok shop. Now, the shops page that I have, um, I have nothing to hide. It's a drop shipping page, and it's there with a link where you can actually become an affiliate for us. Now, as the founder of Hope, I am passionate about providing real solutions to improve people's well being. We've built a community dedicated to honesty, evidence based approach to mental health. Okay, this is all personalized treatment plans, personalized clinical plans for our clients. There's no over the counter or miracle medication that can fix this. This is not something that can be fixed overnight. And it scares me to death that they're allowing this to be advertised on a mental wellness site. It just shows what a disconnect the average person has, or the plain neglect and lack of care. The entire purpose of founding the company Hope Through Darkness was to try to bring mental health out from the shadows, out from that stigma. Because the people you see on the streets, the people who are in jail, they're all dealing with mental health issues. And you're preying on people who can't know any better. They need intense, personalized treatment. They need a personalized care plan. They need people to follow up with. They sometimes need hospitalizations. It's a very real and very scary disease. I would challenge any one of you to put that same magic formula up for cancer patients or children with leukemia? I highly doubt you would. And mental health is the same thing. It will kill you just like cancer, but it would make everybody in your life turn against you. And a lot of times, people turn to drugs and alcohol for self medication. The two go hand in hand. Our programs, like I said, are tailor fit. We do cognitive behavior therapy, we do treatment plans, long term, short term goals, we do lifestyle coaching, we do intense family dynamic therapy, we do interventions, we do anything and everything that we can. And the way that we do this is I hire the most amazing, incredible, knowledgeable team of employees that I've ever met in my entire life. And I pay them way less than they deserve. But the way I'm able to do that is through the shop online, is through the TikTok shop. So if there is something that you want to do to help, come on over to my shop and see what I pick out. Everything on that site is handpicked, it's gone through, there's no miracle pills. It's something that allows us to do the work that we love to do. It's something that allows me to employ the best of the best. It's something that allows us to do outreach programs. A lot of you don't know what we do in the wintertime is we go to New York City and we go to the homeless population there. A lot of them live in the subways in filth and muck with rats and their children and their families, and they're fighting over a vent that's spewing out grease and dust and asbestos, and it's disgusting. But they're people. They have families. They had mothers. They had dreams growing up until one day they had a mental break. Now, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because, like I said, I do have an affiliate program on SA. And if you want, please contact me and ask me about it if you know people who are suffering from anything from situational depression, as in a breakup or a loss of employment, loss of a family member, whatever it is, anxiety, school, overwhelmed. If somebody just needs somebody to listen to them, we deal with that. We have programs with that. And then we have intense programs where you're meeting with one of us pretty much on a regular basis. And like I said, the things that we pick out are, hats, journals. One of the most important things when it comes to mental health, far more important than beet juice and tomato juice. Shirts. These are some of the little things. We just finished a program where you can design your own shirt and we would have it made for you and sent to you. Um, at Hope, we not only handpick every product that's in our shop to ensure that it aligns with our values and it truly benefits the members and our clients, but these product purchases allow us to afford the level of care and treatment that connect people to their specialists, that connect people to people who are experts in their field. And then, like I said, I can never pay them enough, um, but it allows us to treat people who normally don't have that opportunity. I'm sure a lot of you know mental health is very hard to get in America. To see a psychiatrist, sometimes you have to admit yourself into a hospital. And anybody who's done that, anybody who's had to have themselves committed to a hospital for a couple weeks, it's not it's not fun. There's no joy in it. It's it's scary. It's very scary. And there's no magic pill to get you past that. Our goal is transparency, sustainability, and life changing treatment and care for those who need it. I want to provide the same level of care to somebody who can't afford it, who's barely living paycheck to paycheck, that I could to somebody who can buy all my employees out right from under me and take them personally. I want to be able to have a sustainable future for those who feel that they have no future. We've all felt times where life is just so overwhelming. The thought of getting out of bed in the morning, it just seems like climbing Mount Everest. It's almost impossible. The weight of the world is just sometimes way too much to bear. And we base our whole treatment plan and care planning around every person, their particular needs, their history, their experiences. My team deserves the world, and I wish I could give it to them. From our shops, it allows me to staff our specialists with years and years and years of experience. It allows me to keep the business running. It allows the technology to put the videos out. It allows me to do the up to date research on the blogs. Every blog I do, I do weeks worth of research beforehand. What's the cutting edge research from John Hopkins? You know, it's a lot of work. I have weekly newsletters. I have blogs, videos, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. And most of it's free. It's all out there for you. But please don't take advantage of it. Please. The drop shipping of these magic pills is equivalent to snake oil salesman. It's you're taking advantage of people. It's something I cannot allow. If you truly had an experience with something that helped you, email me. I'll set up a podcast. We can talk about it. I have 25 years in mental health. You know, if it's as good as you say, I would love to hear about it because maybe it'll help somebody else. The medication that we have now doesn't help people the same way. What helps you might not help somebody else, and it's very frustrating. So if there is this magic bullet out there, this magic pill to take this away, you know, stop with the nonsense. Come on out and say it. I take this very personally because these are my people. They're the people that I've dedicated my life to helping, keeping safe, making sure that they feel safe, making sure that they're in a regiment that allows them to have the best prospects of continuing in a cycle of life that seems like they're walking on an avalanche. And it's hard. It's very hard to get adequate treatment, to get adequate services. But like I said, I'm lucky enough to work with some amazing people with some amazing backgrounds. Um, if you want to become an affiliate, contact us. We do have a program. Okay, instead of selling snake oil salesmen, you could sell some stuff on our shop. You could sell some programs and you can do some good. If you know somebody who's been withdrawing or has been changing, and you feel that they need help, share our site with them. That's why it's out there. That's why there's no cost to get on, to access the information. We do free consultations so that I can meet with you and set you up with the exact person who would fit your need. I can give you the specialist that would be best suited for you, for your treatment. And that's what I want. It's something that, unless you know about, unless you've gone through it, or unless a loved one has gone through it and you've experienced it, I can't I can't explain it to you. It's life altering. It's something that somebody with bipolar can see. Oh wow, this medicine, they helped him. It'll help me. And they'll buy the bottle and they'll be up for 3 days until they're seeing people and hearing things and walking into traffic and doing, they're just not themselves. It's scary. It can be a complete disaster. It can give somebody not only false hope, but you're taking money from somebody who's disadvantaged, and you're giving them false knowledge when they need the knowledge the most, especially new if it's newly presented onset. If it's an organic onset as opposed to a situational onset, um, it can affect them for the rest of their lives. It can put themselves, it could put others in danger. So I'm respectively asking everybody to never, ever post a stupid post like that or a link on my site, because you're not welcome. You'll be blocked. You'll be reported. You'll be whatever. Unless, like I said, tell me a time or date. I feel so strongly about this. It's almost 4 in the morning, a little after 4. I just got done finishing a newsletter, finishing a blog post, doing several videos, updating Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I do all this on my own time. In the 4 years that my partner and I have started this company, I've never taken a paycheck. We've never taken a paycheck. Every dollar that we have goes back into this because this is what we believe in so much. We both work full time. I have a child who's got to get up in 2 hours to go to school. And I started working the second she went to bed. So, if you would like to discuss some magic treatment, again, please let me know. Because somebody's entire life is going to change. Somebody who, for the first 18 years of their life, has been one way, is going to dramatically change to the point where they cannot take care of themselves at some point. And medication can only do so much. We don't prescribe medication here. We'll assess. If somebody needs to be treated with medicine, we'll get them the help that they need, and we will continue following up with the care. But our goal is healthy living, mental health, wellness, and coping skills. I know it's taking me out of some places that I didn't want to be in. So for you guys to use your own testimonials for nonsense, it's baffling to me. My clients deserve far better. The mental health industry deserves far better than it gets. So for them to be the prey, it hurts. Now, like I said, the money, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because, I'm doing this drop shipping, I'm doing the affiliate marketing myself, but I'm marketing our business. And every dollar that we get goes to helping others, goes to allowing treatment for those who can't afford it, goes to helping feed, clothe, and keep warm people who would otherwise freeze to death in the gutters of New York City. Um, you guys are more than welcome to come on one of our outreach programs and see if your beet juice and tomato dust pills help, because I guarantee it won't. Now, I don't want to sound like vindictive or angry because I'm not. I understand. I get it. Everybody's chasing this, affiliate dream, this online, breaking the 9 to 5 system. I get it. I mean, when I started my business, I was under no illusions that this was going to be a lot of work, but there's been many nights where I've been up all night because of it. Whether it be with somebody, talking to them, talking to a client, being at their house, being with them, or doing the research. Now, we're just a phone call away. So please reach out and contact us. If you know somebody who needs help, reach out. Share us. Share our information with them. Share our blog posts, our stories, our videos. You never know who's hurting. A lot of people walk around wearing masks, and most of it is a facade. To get behind the mask, you really need to truly know the person. And a lot of times, they won't even let you back there. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but I love you guys. You're not alone. Our slogan is "We are one," because we're all people who have dealt with this or are dealing with this. And don't give up. Life is a series of rainy days and nonsense and a couple good days sprinkled in the middle. It's not easy, and everybody needs help. Everybody needs a life coach, a sympathetic ear, cognitive behavioral therapy, meditation, self work, interdisciplinary skills, coping mechanisms, insight, honesty with yourself. But I'd like to get a couple hours sleep before I take my daughter to school. So thank you guys. All right. I love you. Be safe and know that you're not alone. Thank you.